City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city, I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every break, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ike's place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm David, and I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I ain't dancing around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah, city of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Whoa, ho, what's up, people? What it do? Good morning. Welcome to the party. It is time for that Saturday get down. I am Doc Rock, your content creation coach. If you're brand new around these parts, yeah, welcome to the party. Me and the crew will give you big what's up and tell you, anything you need to know. In the meantime and in between time, if you have a question, get your Q-colon questions ready. I will get to them. I just want to cover the topic first because I like to give some respect to the replay squad. Those are the kin folks that can't quite be here on a Saturday morning my time, might be evening your time, and they come back and watch it later. I want them to be able to get what they got to get with the get down right away, and then we can get deep into your question and answer, and I can answer you any kind of questions about how does Tom Buck love his new blue bass. I mean, it could be whatever, but that's just an example. That's just an example. So yes, if you got a question, let's get it locked down. Anyway, make sure you put a Q in the front because I will have no idea what you're saying otherwise. It just makes my life easy. Q-colon, ask your question. If you already wrote it, copy and paste it. Put it again. Like, you don't got to ask it twice, but let's get after it. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about planning versus strategy. Like, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole entire mess. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because as we get into the content creation game, if you are a content creator, you know what it is. Drop it down in the comments below. You know how the saying goes. Hold on. Let's move this out the way so that you guys can see what we're speaking about. Brand new in the merch store. Yeah, he's selling already. If you are a content creator, let us know down in the chatty chat below. But if you're into this content creation game, one of the things you always hear, and they're not wrong, but one of the things you always hear is about your content creation plan. Like, you got to get your content creation plan. I'm not even going to joke about it because even me and the crew, we wrote a book about it, okay? We have a whole entire book about content creation plan. So, you guys have all heard, right? You guys have all heard this gem right here. Let me see if this is going to work. Payal, and then let's drop this baby right here. You guys have all heard this, right? A goal without a plan is just a wish. I'm going to believe that every single one of y'all has heard that statement at some point in time, right? Some point in time, somebody told you that if you don't got your planning game right, your process is fixing to suffer. You know what I mean? And it makes sense, right? It absolutely makes sense. But to an extent. But we're going to talk about that. Give me a second. I got one more piece I got to cover, right? So let's go ahead and 86 this here slide. And actually, I'll just drop this one on top because it should be bigger. Yes, it is. And you guys know this gem by the dude who thought it was a good idea to put a kite with a key on it and electrocute damn self. Failing to plan really does mean planning to fail. If you have heard that before, drop that down in the comments below because, again, I guarantee you that has come up. I guarantee you that has come up at some point in your time. And then so here's what happens. And I'm going to need some truth serum in the chat. I am watching what you guys put. I'm going to need some truth serum in the chat. Okay? How many folks rant out at the beginning of the year, maybe this year? It don't even have to be this year. It could be any year. How many folks have ran out at the beginning of the year and got that planner, like that good planner? Like, probably just based on price, normally they run between $29.99 and like $69.99. That's the average price for a general. Go to Barnes and Nobles, go to that calendar store that pops up in the mall roundabout every September, and then it just be there for Christmas, holidays, and whatnot. Or, you know, Amazon or your favorite content creator was like, yo, get my 2022 planner so that you can be able to create epic content. You know, like, how many of you guys have gone out and got one of them joints? Now that we answered that question, how many of you guys have done that roundabout every year? And how many of you have absolutely bought those joints and then maybe never really filled them out? I'm just saying, right? People will get these planners, right? People will hear the sentiments. People will go to seminars. People will do everything. They will study their content planning. They'll put in a lot of work to their content planning. And I want you to hear me fully, right? People put a lot of work into their content planning. Okay? So, Tom's a teacher before, so even though I know he had to do planning, right? That is. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not here to hate on the planners. But I'm here to hate on the planners for some of y'all. Not all of y'all. You're going to have to know where you're at, and you're going to have to get in where you fit in. And Tom, I'm glad you're here today. I want to touch on something I talked about. As a matter of fact, you're in my podcast this week. Because here's what happens. A lot of us get super, super wrapped up in the planning. Some of y'all are still not creating yet because you're telling us in the meetings, in the class, you're telling us that you're planning to do this. You're planning to do that. I'm getting all my ducks in a row. I got my this set up. I got my that set up. I got my paperwork all set up. I got my drips all set up, so forth, so on, et cetera. And then we'll do the check-in. Today is the last day of 4 months. First third of the year is ghost, right? So the second third of the year starts tomorrow morning, wherever you're at. Some of y'all, here we start the second third of the year. So weird because I normally talk in quarters, but hey, and you might have dripped a couple few pieces of content because you're planning your TikTok content creation calendar, you're planning your Instagram content creation calendar, you're planning your YouTube content, you're planning your course, you're planning your Zoom course, Alec. You've been planning your Zoom course since when, Alec? I think it was June, Alec. It's May, Alec. I could call him out because that's my G. You know what I'm saying? So what happens to us planners is we will put all of the work, we'll put all of the work into the planning and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into the execution. Executioners, dope band, by the way. Dope band, right? I mean, they did one of the best jobs of mixing like that grunge with hip hop. Ain't nobody talking you serious. Mixing grunge with hip hop. I'm just saying, I'm gonna bring that back. Anyway, so what I want to talk about is if you are stuck in the planning phase, let's call it stop it. For the month of May, I'm gonna want you to stop it. I'm gonna want you to divert that and let's get 90% execution and 10% planning. But, Doc, somebody much smarter than you by the name of Franklin Ben said, failing to plan is planning to fail. Where the only way you're going to see more of his face in your pocket, I don't know about you, but Ben, hands down, one of my favorite white people. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. But Ben is my dude. Like, I love Ben. It's all about the Benjamins. You know what I mean? Actually, side note, this week, the dollar to the yen conversion ratio is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. It's almost at $1.30 for every single yen. So, basically, it's every 100 yen, but I don't want to confuse you. So what I did, I went out and bought a whole bunch of what I call yenjamins. So when I'm ready for my trip to Japan, I save money. So you got to pay attention. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Benjamin is my G. I love that dude. He is seriously one of my favorite people. But for today, Ben, you're stupid. I'm going to need you to shut up, okay? I want people to think more about the strategy, and I mean a basic strategy. I don't even want you to get into the full-on General Norman Schwarzkopf, like high-level strategy. I'm talking about something simple, right? Just so that we get our execution in order. Let's take IG for a second. IG. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to type this on the screen because I want to make sure y'all heard me. Wait, I just thought of something. You guys just gave me a fantastic idea on the fly that I didn't even know I had. I'm going to make this look like a little bitty blackboard. I never even thought of that. That's kind of genius, Doc. It's like the kind of stuff that Tom Buck would come up with his little lab coat. So let me do this. All right, there we go. And I'm going to click on that real fast. I need white. Okay, so let's start real quick. INSTAGRAM, strategery, STA. I can't even type. Okay, there we go. I got it. We're going to do something crazy right here, right? I just want to make sure, you guys know me. I am famous for my bad spelling, so I'm going to fix it. Look, I made a little blackboard in eCam real quick. It's tickling me. I don't care if you like it or not. Hey, anyway, so let's talk about Instagram strategy real quick. Let's make they can't do that. You can't make the blackboard skinnier. Let's say in a week, I want to create one carousel, informational carousel about your practice, right? So, Tom is unfortunately forced to talk a lot about audio and cameras when it comes to content creation. So he's going to make a carousel about, let's just call it filters, right? Audio filters for the rookies. What is a high pass filter? A high pass filter, people, I didn't make this up. This is just stupid industry being the industry because they're good for this. A high pass filter eliminates low frequency rumbles. What? Guess what a low pass filter does? I didn't make this up. I swear, people long before Tom and I made this up as a way of like keeping muggles out of their business. I don't understand it. It's backwards. Anyway, so Tom can make a carousel explaining what a high pass filter and a low pass filter does and when to apply one, when to apply the other, and when to apply both. So that is a 5-slide carousel created in Canva in seconds. You could create it on 3x5 cards in seconds. Like you could literally get out a 3x5 card like this and write down the individual pieces on the 3x5 card with a Sharpie, right? And then just take pictures of them, square them up, and then bam, slide, game over. Then you're going to make one reel. Oh my God, family, stick around for the Q&A section so I can talk to you about these reels. You don't even understand. You don't understand, but I'm going to teach you. And then on the last one, he could just take a photo. And that photo would be output from this camera, output from that camera. And he got dope models, right? He got Ben and Finley, right? He got Heather. So if you look at Tom's IG strategy, I'm going to call my boy out since he's here today. I'm going to go look real quick. I don't even think it's a strategy. I think Tom is just one of these guys that just do good work. He just know what he's doing. But that good work just comes from that good work. So today there is a story. Oh no, there's no story today, Tom. What the hell are you doing? All right, here we go. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at him. Finn is in the building, right? And then it's really just sending out, a happy birthday, to the Finn mister. You know what I'm saying? Super simple. Like this, not even talking about content. It's not talking about his YouTube channel. It's not talking, but it's getting you to know the brand. You're getting to know the Buck brand, right? I can see Buck brand underwear coming up soon for Christmas. They'll be blue with the small, little purple stripe. Siri, ain't nobody talking to you, crackhead. Shut up. Okay, so that's a very simple strategy that anyone can muster, right? You don't have to get crazy. I mean, if you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. If you want to get crazy, call Michelle, LBC Brandon, and look at her content planner. It's crazy, right? She has a whole Trello joint, and it's amazing. And yeah, some of you guys need to be there. But for those of you who are still stuck in the stuck, right? You haven't got your game at that level that you want your game to be. We need to go simple strategy. Right? And a simple strategy, one carousel, one reel, one photo. Just call that your Instagram strategy for the week. Let's say you want to take that to TikTok. Okay, one video, one story. They got stories now, right? When we talk about reels in a second, I got some secrets for you. Oh my goodness. Actually, I showed this yesterday to a couple kin folks. I wonder if I kept it up here in my history. If not, I will go dig it out real quick. Man, I was on Insta yesterday and I was talking about my homegirl, Nikki. And I see her do this all the time. And you know, sometimes when you're consuming, you're just consuming. Other times when you're consuming, you're paying attention. Let's do something real quick. I'm going to go to this here. And we're going to kick this out. Kick that out. We're going to grab the camera, right? I'm going to put this camera up here. You know what? I do this stuff live because I want you guys to know that anybody can do this. You don't have to be special. I'm special, but not like that. Okay, here's my homegirl, Nikki, right? Everybody knows Nikki is the beast. Matter of fact, that's her brand. Her brand is like beast mode, right? All right. This came to me in a dream. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. I got to be ready with the mute button just in case she's playing like music in here that won't play. But talk about something super simple. In content strategy, one of the things you want to generate is you want to generate authority. So let's say you do nothing for the month of May, but increase your authority. One of the ways you can increase authority is to highlight other creators in your space because you are the curator. I have already, I'm gonna use Tom again for a second because he's, I brought my blue bottle today, so Tom is top of mind, right? Look, even got blue chapstick. Sorry, Tom. He gets a lot of questions about mics, right? So Tom can go, all right, Curtis just covered this microphone. I think you should watch it. Here's 3 points that Curtis put in this video, and I want to agree with him on these points. Bandrew, podcasters, also covered this mic. Boom. Boo Junkie covered this mic, whatever. So in the course of his reels for the month, he could literally remix reels or highlight content from the other creators in the space who have already made those videos because he didn't have time. He didn't have time this week because him and Heather wanted to go on a vacay, right? They wanted to go out to the, Joshua tree and stare at the stars and whatnot. But I don't want to let my joint dip while I'm busy. Y'all love to throw that I'm busy best at your boy. You know homie don't play that. So while you're busy, take the opportunity to curate. You can become a badass curators. There are some content channels that do nothing but curate. Okay, so let me show you what I'm speaking on. This is a remix. Okay, so in this video, Nikki is listening to what this girl got to say, right? And she got some stuff. As you can see, they see you keep creating, right? And so all she's doing is somewhat of a reaction video, but she's not really saying anything. She's letting this girl speak. She's putting some visual images on there that pop your socks, right? She's reacted to it. She's giving you that Puerto Rican mom face, which is like, yo fam, just shut up and do what she said. Couple things happen. She called out homegirl, Women's Eco Project, right? So Women's Eco Project, this person has 146,000 kinfolk, right? They got 8,000 posts and they're following another, almost 4.2. So by taking this girl's reel, which was the OG right here on Instagram, hitting a remix button and doing nothing but making faces at it, she has aligned herself with this brand. You know, you got that one friend that just drips supreme? He's aligning himself with his brand. She's aligning himself with that brand, right? So Nikki put herself in the Woman CEO Project. Sorry, not Eco, dyslexia. She put herself in the drip of Woman CEO Project, wrote a quick little blurb, and just reacted to this lady's thing. Like, I don't have time. You could do this while you're taking the deuce. Like, on the real. You might not want to put your picture over there while you popping the deuce, but you could use this green screen joint to do it while you're dropping the deuce. You know what I'm saying? So Nicki is the absolute queen of the remix, right? I've been DJ for 30 some odd years, but Nicki is the queen of the remix, right? Very, very good at this. Very good at this. So that is a way that you can like produce when you don't have time to produce, because I'm not talented. Nope. I'm not perfect. Nope. I'm not some badass creator. Nope. You know what I am though? Consistent as a mother. Wrong button. That's it. I'm just consistent. Oh, that's it. So I'm here every Tuesday, every Saturday. The only reason why I'm not here on Tuesday is because I'm doing Twit, and the only reason why I'm not here on Saturday is because I'm dead. But in a situation where I'm traveling in 2 weeks and I can't be here, just put Keely over here. She's cuter and smarter. So I just want to say that, yes, I agree with you. Planning is planning, and planning is important. And Ben, no, I'm not hating on you. You are correct. Failing to plan is planning to fail. And a goal without a plan is just a wish. All of the above can be true, but if you are stuck, let's get down to an extremely simple strategy. Make it almost impossible to jack up and follow that for at least 30 days straight to where you got a rhythm. The rhythm, the rebel. Turn up the trebles. It's simple. Just get yourself in the rhythm, and you, my friend, can be a winner. So again, your strategy can be simple. I'm going to do one live stream. I'm going to do one short. I'm going to do one edited video. That is my YouTube strategy. And here's the most important part about the strategy before I stop. The most important part about the strategy is it has to move in a direction. You have to know your direction. That's the plan. And you have to make sure that you're moving forward in that direction. Even if it's only 1%, you're making a move towards a finish line, making a move towards a goal. Maybe the goalpost move, maybe the finish line moves. That's a whole different conversation. We're not going to get into that right now. But you need to be effective in moving towards what you're getting towards. And I know right now somebody's saying, yeah, Doc, but that don't work for my kind of content, because my kind of content is blah, blah, 100%. Your excuse is valid, so what? Now what you going to do? What you going to do? So your excuse is straight up real. What are you going to do? It's okay. It's okay. Like, it is okay. It's okay to be okay, right? It is okay to not create. Like, maybe you just take a month off. Tell everybody, I was going to say man up. I'll be people up. People up, and tell everybody, fam, I'm taking a month off. I'll see y'all in June. That's okay. Ghosting people, not okay. You know what I mean? Needing to take a break is fine. Put up a big old sign, fam, I need a break. And then go on vacation. I know you guys are thinking, oh my God, you should have been able to type that faster than that. Y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? It is okay. Just come out here, make a post, and throw this up on your IG, maybe make a reel or a story or something, go live real quick on IG, go live on YouTube real quick, and then disappear if you got it. You could do that, but do not just ghost people because you ran out of time. This is not cool, because somebody is waiting for you. Somebody right here, right now, I'm start singing, is waiting for you. And they don't want to see you just leave them hanging. They're like waiting for that Uber that never shows up. You don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? So if you are stuck in your planning, you're still planning, you're getting cute. I've seen the Keely level calendars. I've seen the Michelle level calendars, and I envy the hell out of them. I am struggling with getting to that level of planning. But my strategy is solid AF. Now, I'm going to check on you guys' questions. I'm going to get back in and show you some stuff about these reels and then, speak on anything comes up good, we're here. But I just want to remind you, if you are stuck in the planning phase, stop planning. Give yourself a 30-day window to just move on strategy. Because here's a famous statement. Everybody has planned until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson. Best laid plans. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to dance around the ring. I'm going to, block and do all of this stuff. And when he drop his hands, I'm going to hit him. Pap! Mike only needed to hit you once. And so that's why Mike made that statement. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. And see, here's the thing about strategy that's different. In the military, right, one thing I learned, we had a plan. We got a strategy. We're going to flank this way. We're going to flank this way. We're going to send, ComSat to the back so they can control everything, take out communications, cover some food line, and then try to do, a quick removal of assets and then ghost. And then they shell a corridor, right? They shell a passage of entry. You know what we did? We worked off of training and instincts at that point. Right? The strategy got blown. The objective is still the objective, right? Strategy got blown because they blew out the bridge, but the objective is the objective. So all we did was work off of training and continue to march, right? CTM, right? Go in, get your asset, get Oscar Mike, get the hell out of there, and then go back and regroup. And the next time all right, when we set this up, we need to have a contingency mechanism just in case the master corridor is removed for whatever reason. Just in case there is a friendly in the area where we had planned on coming in hot. We had these things all figured out. And so that's what happens. If you're in your plan and something breaks in your plan, I don't know if you guys seen Bug's Life, right? Oh, there's a stick in the lane. There's a stick in the way. Oh, please don't panic. Don't panic. Please go around the leaf. Just go around the leaf. You know what I'm saying? If you watch ants, flick a couple of ants out of the straight line, put something in the middle, and they'll bump into each other for about 15 seconds, and they will regroup, and they gone back to getting whatever was on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Be an ant today. Okay, let's talk about you. I feel that having a loose plan is good, but don't carve it in store. Embroider it if it needs to be. Embroider it and then burn it if it needs to be. 100%. Very good comment. Super, super dope. My man Tom said, planning is important, but with my experience, it comes down to the ability to plan to fly. First year teaching had printed lesson plans. By 11th year, I had no card and a few bullet points. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That game plan, man, is funny. You think about that. It definitely, when you get better at it, and you know what allows us to have the ability to just ebb and flow and move like Jagger? Because we have put in the reps, right? And so that's one of the things, especially for early people in their early strategery, just put in them reps. Like, the thing about working on your plan is you spend a lot of time working on your plan and doing what Michael said, catching that analysis paralysis, but you're not actually working on what you're working on. If you spent 90% of the time producing content and 10% of the time planning, your reps for producing content would be so golden, you could pick up a microphone at any given point in time and drop dime. Okay? You could pick up a microphone at any given time and drop dime. That's what I'm talking about. And if you can drop those dimes, you'd be amazed, right? All right. Yeah. That's super funny. I have all the media planned for the final 3 months of my political pain so that the budget, my spending can understand my deadlines and my creative lands on time. Understood. But something happens. All right, I'm going to be mean because it has happened, whatever. Again, strategy is strategy, right? Please never happen, but hypothetically, somebody does what they've been doing and throw like a Molotov cocktail into your headquarters and burn down your space. You still got to keep marching because the election's still coming, right? So that's where strategy is still better than planning. And thank you, Rich. Thank you, Rich. You know what I'm saying? I know what he did, but it's just part of the joke. I do more than plan. I figure I need to balance at some point since I don't really plan much at all. Good point. Good point. Oh, come on, Michelle. I knew she was ready for this. She said, in my biz, that's called snow blindness in the planner. The point where you must plan whatever you do. The point is you must plan whatever you do it digitally or physically. Planner, it has to get done. Next step of planning is execution, period. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to say execute first and then plan after for this set of people. They know what I'm talking about. Again, people like you're, man, I wish I could get like 10% of Michelle planning game because I'm not as good at it. But I will execute like a mug. Here's the thing about the people who execute first and then plan. I don't care if I screw it up. I know that failure is the most data-rich information source on the planet. So I am not afraid to fail. I don't care if I eat turd in the process, make ass in the process. As long as I don't do something catastrophic, which I won't, then I don't care. And I think a lot of people, the reason why you plan so hard is you're afraid to look silly. You're afraid to look stupid. You're afraid to fail. So a lot of the over planning comes from the fear of failure. What it is, over planning is fear of failure in disguise, fear of mistakes. I could take some people out to dinner and they will stare at a menu super hard trying to figure out what to get because they don't want to accidentally order the wrong thing. I will take a menu at a restaurant, spin the sucker around and then go, all right, I'll get that. and don't care, because when you're this size, you eat round about anything, unless it has shrimps in it, which I'll die. I'll just pick something, right? So you could even you could tell something about a person's personality about the way they order food. If you've been out with the same person 3 or 4 times and they get analysis paralysis on the menu, I probably wouldn't want to go into business with that person. Because they don't have the ability to make a pimp decision. Sorry, Cat Williams. I could do this every day, but sometimes you just got to make a pimp decision. Ideas are cheap. Execution is everything. Love that, Rich. Love that. Chris Saka. All right, love that. Super simple. Merch.ecam.com. Your brain can get high from the same planning as you do from the execution. My brain, I live in Hawaii. I'll just leave it at that. This quarter has just been chaos. I make a weekly plan and then volcano, right? It's all about the Bucks. You guys are probably, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to be in your car this weekend and this right in your head, okay? Because you're going to be going somewhere with the fam. And you plan to take the 405. And you're like, we'll be there in somebody did something and your 20 minutes on the 405 turned into an hour and a half. But I don't know about you. And you know who you are in the chat. The people that if a roadway gets blocked, you got about 6-7 ways to get around it without even thinking about it because you've done it enough times. And then you got that other friend, the road gateway gets blocked, they just sit there in the traffic and bitch because they have no concept. Now I get it, there's a one way in, one way out. It's called the North Shore here in Hawaii. But for the most part, I try to put myself in situations where I have a couple different avenues before I leave the house. You know what I mean? So you're going to run into that today. Just because we talked about it, ambient awareness tends to bring the stuff to your face like that. You know what I'm saying? Here for real and swearing off adding comments from the road through Siri. That's okay. See, I like that, Tom. But you know what? This is a good strategy. I like this strategy, okay? Tom said my IG strategy is I should post something. And you know what? It's good. It's working. It's working. No, I think you're doing fine just the way you are because I kind of do love the organic nature. And man, I had a thought today to talk to you guys about organic, content and whatever, and I forgot what it was. So when it comes back to me, be prepared to get yelled at. Thank you. This strategy talk is fire. So many excellent ideas. I appreciate it here. Eileen said, about to do the same thing with the daughter as she speaks. No reason not to create daily for IG or TikTok. Yeah, 100%. They're just not. And, I get it. Like, it's easy to get, it's easy to get burned out, because people love to use that word, but I don't like that word. I'm not going to get into the mental states of it because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the people that use that word from an excuse position for the people that are legitimately burned out, right? I know that there are some people in our community who have got legit burnt out. I watched it happen recently. But I also know a whole bunch of people that say they got burnout. And I'm like, you produced 3 things. What the F are you burnt out from? I'm sorry. I'm going to be that guy. The guy on the plane took a few from Mike. Hats off to him. Yeah. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, Billy, but it'll come to me in a second. Mass maids, here's what I would tell you to do if I was you. I'm going to tell all of the people in my community, watch Mr. Beast, enjoy it, it's entertainment. He ain't got nothing to do with you. None whatsoever. If Mr. Beast came to your channel today and said, everybody, let's double check. Let me check Jimmy's channel. It's been a minute. I know he got like 80 of them, but it's been a minute since I've been there because I don't really pay attention to what Jimmy got to do because it does nothing for me. I'm not 5 years old. I don't really get the touch and feels like it absolutely does jack all for me. But hey, you can do you. I'm not telling you who to love.
Faves.
I just typed in the total wrong thing. I got Mr.
My
B.
fellow citizens, tonight it is with
And
great
whoever
urgency.
made that channel is genius. They wrote Mr. Beat and did it by. So Jimmy has 94.6 million subs on his master channel. If Jimmy made a video today and said, everybody, I need you to go see my other friend Jimmy Hicks. And of that 94 million, let's say 10% went, right? So say 9 million people went to James's channel. You have to ask yourself this, right? If 9 million people showed up to your channel today because Jimmy said so, how many of them would stay? I'm going to go ahead and put my chest out there and say for 90% of y'all, none of them, not a freaking one. Okay, not really a one, but you might get 10. I'll be generous and get you 1,000. If 9 million people showed up to your channel and 1,000 of them stayed because Jimmy said so, how long before they unsubscribe? What value are you bringing to the table where you know they're going to stay? Now, I'm going to guess, even for me, most of Jimmy's people aren't content creators. They're content watchers. You know how I know they're content watchers? There's 94.6 million of them. A lot of them aren't creating content. So if Jimmy sent 100% of his people to me, I'd be lucky to get 1,000 because his people aren't creators. So it doesn't do me any good to only watch Tiger and go to the golf course once a year. It's just be a waste of money. Now, if I watch Tiger a couple hours a day and I go to the driving range every day and I play every Saturday and Sunday, I can make it to scratch golfer in about 2 years. It's always 2 years. So I don't know why everybody likes to fillet Jimmy, but I'm going to say stop it and focus on you. Not this Jimmy. He can get any filleting that he wishes. This is true. The only way to get more views is uploading content that people would want to watch. That's common sense. The only way to get more people in your restaurant is make food that people want to eat. I like how the knowledge is there, but I was like, hello? The only way to get wet outside in the middle of the street near no faucets is wait for it to rain. Like, yeah, I get it. It's funny that he said that. Rainy day in Puerto Rico. See, there you go. There you go. There you go. I got it, Luis. I got it. Do and learn. I got it. That's funny. This is not a question. This is a statement. Is it weird? I do not heart my own comments on my channel. No, don't heart your own comments. That's just crazy. There you go. There you go, Chris. Good to see you here. Chris knows what I'm talking about. Yes. What's up, champion? Ready, shoot, aim. Love it. Love it. Okay. Mike says, when you're in the planning stage, you're in a fantasy. Everything is still perfect. Yes. When you execute, you take the risk of things not working out your way, so you hesitate. Yes, again. You got to make the jump. Yes, again. Yes, again. Yes, again. Yes. The only way to learn how to ride a bike is on pedals. Like, I'm sorry, there's no other way to learn it. There's no other way to learn it. And then you live in Miami, so you know it's definitely about back roads. I got you, Paul. I'm going to start at. I'm going to come back to that real quick. You know, this is probably true, Paul. First of all, how the have you been, my purple friend? Good to see you. I think this is correct. And I can't speak to anxiety to that level because I'm not Carlos, but I do believe there is some anxiety about worrying about success, right? So that's why I say I am lucky that I'm not afraid to make a fool out of myself. I will say, even a person with anxiety, I know someone who has admitted to the public that they have anxiety, but will do absolutely crazy stuff to make a fool out of themselves and enjoy the process. So even with anxiety, let's say we got clinical DSM-5 anxiety, and I'm not here for the people that just self-diagnose and give themselves problems that they don't have. That's just rude, and it's rude to someone who has clinical DSM-5 proven like anxiety, right? And if you're in that camp, fine. If you're not in that camp, there's ways to get yourself out of it. There's ways to adjust your mindset. There's ways to just move through the pain, right? And that's a different conversation. And I'm trust you me, fam, we are not taking shots at anybody with legit mental health issues. Talk to somebody. But if you have copycat excuse syndrome, no, sorry, because you're not being fair to people that have clinical DSM-5 anxiety. It's just not fair, and it's kind of a dick move. It's like feigning a disease when you don't have one, and getting a GoFundMe page. So just stop that. Right? You just hear his voice. Hey, I got to tell you something funny, Wixie, and Michael Kinney in a second. You guys are going to crack up laughing, but I'm going to tell you something funny. Going every day, all day long for 10 years, obsessing over YouTube, and then comparing yourself to Jimmy. I call him Jimmy. I just try to take the Mr. B stuff out of there. You want to learn stuff from him, watch his interviews on other channels. Yes, that's better. Yes, that's much better. Paul B. Working in Birkin. It's not lurking, it's Birkin. Like the bag. Sometimes the creative process makes everything more complicated. If you plan what a single vid is about, you'll waste time and views. Okay, so here's something super funny. If you watch TikTok, probably 80% of them videos, no plan, no nothing. They just pop and go. I've seen people that post 5, 6, 7 talks a day, and they're just posting. Some of them posting the same thing back to back to back to back, and they're just trying to make the next one better. They just post and go. It's like pump and dump, right? And it works. Like, it totally works. So don't be afraid of that. And then Summit, hey, you're like half the people in this chat. We're right there with you. Okay, let me come back to these favorites real quick, because Dragon, you had a question. Please put the Q colon and drop that in, and then I will cover what Paul said. So Paul said, I mentioned about classifying your videos as educational. Explain. So what Paul is talking about, I don't have myself logged in over here. Hold on, me gotta log into the dang space and not, Yo, what do you mean something went wrong? Come on, player. Go to this channel now, and then go to this video, and then go to edit video. Bow. Scrolly. And where? Oh, check it out. Good thing you asked me this question, Paul. I just realized something. Let's come to this piece here. Nope. This one. And I want to switch. I need to switch Ecamm to Safari. Hold on. I'm over here making mistakes. Safari. All right. I just noticed something, Paul. Thank you for making me come over here. I got a copyright claim. And the reason for it is I forgot to connect Epidemic Sound to this channel too. Oops. My bad. I can fix that though. Okay, so where in the hang is this? Go down to show more at the bottom. I know this is hard for some of y'all folks to see, but we're going to get it there. Let me find the area that I'm looking for. Category, education. Adult, education. Adult, education. Where my old people at? Okay, so first of all, why in heaven's name would I label my joint educational? Anybody in the chat that has been here for more than, say, 2 or 3 months, have you learned anything from this channel? Yes or no? Okay, so yes, we're going to start with that. Okay, now here's why. This category, brand spanking new. How did you learn about this category, Doc? Well, I watched the videos that come out every Tuesday from YouTube that tells you the freaking answers. Creator Insider. They literally give you the answers. When I watched the video, the guy said we're rolling out a brand new category. So if you qualify for this category, you should probably put yourself in this category, right? And I was like, okay, I'm listening. And then he said, the good thing about this category right now, nobody is in it. Say what again? Nobody is in it. Now, you can come over here and then you select edutainment, which I forgot. Thank you, Jimmy. I think I saw Jimmy just post that. My Jimmy, not Beast Jimmy. Right? Yes. So I put education, then I put edutainment. Now, academic system, optional. I put US, but in some countries, they have different levels. So you can put that. If you have beginner, intermediate, advanced, I know that podcasters, everybody's trying to be one. Say it again, Doc. Everybody and their mama is trying to generate a podcast right now. They are going onto YouTube, second largest search engine in the planet, and they're going podcast for beginners. How to podcast for beginners. How to denotes education. Podcast subject matter. skill level, beginner. Podcast editing, intermediate. Right? Podcast editing, advanced. This one is here. Okay? Now, if you are, Megan or Michelle, the other Michelle, not Lawrence, who is a teacher, right? If you're Tom and you're covering, some media creation, he can go in and pick a grade. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and put it beginner, right? If you happen to be a person that teaches people how to pass an MCAT, you know what I'm saying? If you teach people how to do an LCAT, if you teach people how to pass any one of these type of degrees, you could put that in there too. But you don't have to. All of this is optional. The only one that matters is the top. But I have educational content. It's edutainment because I got jokes. It's mostly for the U.S., but if you don't want to put a system, you don't got to. And then pick a skill level. You have just made your video far more findable in the search. Second largest, yard, call me people want more. The second largest search engine in the freaking planet is what? Say what a hun get punched. That's why if your joint is educational, you label it educational because that mall, that brand new section of the mall is empty, and you can build the JCPenney's that locks that section down. Why ain't nobody playing over here yet? Study your freaking craft. Study your craft. You might go where the path may lead or go where there's no path and leave a trail. Holla if you hear me. Say it again for the people in the back, Jimmy. Say it again for the people in the back. Dude, I just can't believe I did that. Oh, I had a story to tell you. I had this story to tell you. So this is so funny, and I forgot about it, but as I was watching a video, because I, fully subscribed to your channel, and Michael, you came up in my video feed, I was like, well, shuck e dern. Here, let me go back to the YouTube channel real quick. I'm gonna show you guys something funny. Let's just go to YouTube over here, and then let's do, actually, I'm going to do it in real time so you guys can see what had happened. All right. So back in the day when I first signed up for Ecamm, and then people was asking about lower thirds, right? So I made a lower third in Final Cut, and I posted that tutorial. I put it in the Ecamm channel. Everybody was biting it. Whole bunch of people came to me and said, well, I don't use Final Cut. Like, how else can you do a lower third? Natural progression in my dome, iMovie, right? Everybody that has a Mac has iMovie. Everybody that has Ecamm has a Mac. So, my Vin Diesel diagram, I was like, iMovie right there in the middle, right? So this is exactly what I searched 2 years ago, April 14th. And then this dude was here. This is a newer video because this says 10 months ago. But one of the older ones was very similar. But what happened when I went to go look for that eons ago, I saw Mike's video. Okay, but it wasn't this exact one. It was something else. They're not very so I'm gonna have to go back to the way back bus. It might have been on my channel, after iMovie I found the keynote. But one of those two, something of that nature had come up, and it was a much older video. And Mike was talking about maybe even doing some lower thirds and keynotes. And so what happened was, matter of fact, I know that's what it is because I scrapped the idea of doing it in iMovie and I did it in Keynote. And I made this crazy video.
Then why would you need to upgrade to professional level software like Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, or DaVinci Resolve? Well, there are actually a few reasons why you might.
I made this crazy video a hell of a long time ago. See this right here? 2 years ago. This is the video that I made. And how I got to this video was I had watched what Mike said, and I basically went and did this live in the community. At that time, I was using Restream, so I had it partially here, partially there. It just dawned on me like a week ago that one of the things that made everybody in the eCam community pay attention to what I was doing, like 2 years ago, it says right there, April 20th. Look at that. That's when I made this. Right? Was because I saw Mike's video. I went and added my own flair to it, and I taught it inside the eCam community. And everybody started asking me all these questions. So I made like one more video about doing overlays in Keynote, because this one was kind of trash. And then I went back and yeah, I'm doing this. I'm showing you just like how I made it, all of this craziness. I went back and I did it again. I was showing how to make like, you know, a Captain America logo just using shapes, which is funny because Alec just did a video about using shapes to make stuff like about a week ago. And anyway, somewhere in like a week or two after I made this video, this guy Bradley pops up into the eCam community, and he was like really, really good at speaking on how to do these animations in Keynote. And then I was like, Bradley, if it's up to me, you can have that mess. I don't want to be in Keynote. I'm an Illustrator person. I can move really quick in Illustrator. I can move extremely quick in Final Cut. I don't want to create that content for the lowest hanging fruit because I wasn't in that headspace at the time, right? And then he's like, okay, I got it. And then Bradley took off, and as you know, Bradley Teaches was born, and he's killing it still. But I just realized, I checked it out, there's 8,080 views for something that I wasn't even proud of. I thought the video sucked, but 8,080 people watched that video. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it turns out my original catalyst was Michael's video. It's super funny. And when I watched it the first time, I never even connected that Michael Kinney was that Michael Kinney. I never even connected the two together. I didn't know that he was Drake's teacher. It's super funny. So I just thought I would confess how hilarious the world is and how small it is. And this is what I love about content creating, is because the community is a community. And that's why it is so, so dope, right? It is so, so dope. Google, YouTube, and FBI in that order. Finally got some of my videos near the top of certain Google and YouTube searches. Growth and affiliate sales have followed. Oh, come on now. Come on, Kim. Y'all use that each profile. You can change your YouTube category for each profile you have. Yes, so what Jimmy is speaking on real quick is if you hit this thing over here, you hit the quadrant real quick. Hey, that was wrong keystroke. If you hit the quadrant real quick, you come over here to YouTube, you can change it in here, right? And then adjust your situation accordingly. Oh, sorry. I don't know why the video, I pushed mute. The video was playing. It was my video, so I can't copyright strike that one. That one is me. Okay, we'll do this real quick. I don't really like doing them, but I'll do it. Send me the link. Tell me what to do. Or I can just do it this way. Woo! One thing that's a win is it's coming in from search, which is good. September 21, you're doing good. Christian, drawing for a few months. I like cats. Also have a cat. I like dragon. I would spend some time, Summit, doing a better job filling this part out. It's actually more for the robots than the people, but don't shortcut this. If you liked my video from like a week ago, I was like, sorry, hold on. One thing real quick. No, this. All right. From a week ago, I was telling everybody, definitely do not shortcut your about and things like that. Okay, so let's go at the videos real quick. So real fast, couple things. Let me get that zoom. Does this work? No, it does not work. Let me go to Ecamm and do it. Okay. Dark text on dark background, never a good look. That you gotta come correct on that. You don't want to do that. It's just really hard to read, especially when it's small. So if I zoom it back out, right, to just normal, like nobody can even read that. I can say that even on my screen where I'm showing a small version of a small version of a small version, I can read this is not the end of Wings of Fantasy, right? I can see that. So here's another one. Unless Wings of Fantasy is a gigantic terminology that everybody knows. If I put WoW, everybody knows World of Warcraft, right? And because of that, I could put that, but normally, no. So you got to make your text so big that you can read it when it's small. There is a website, thumbnail.tv. I'm going to put it half-ass, and then Paul will fix it for me, or Luis, or Kevin, or one of them, right? That's wrong. Can't even spell. Thumbnail.tv will, come on now. Anyway, you got it. Will help you. I'm going to tell you right now, the most important thing you could do, I like the fact that you're drawing on your thumbnails. That's good. I like this. I'm edible. Also good. I appreciate these. You want to go to docrock.live/Canva and get yourself a Canva account and just make these in Canva. So we're going to do this real quick. Speed paint in reverse. I don't know if I'm logged into Canva on this machine, but we're going to find out. All right. Oh, that's the Ecamm one. Let me log out of that real quick. All right, we're going to make a new design. We're going to go YouTube thumbnail. All right, so pick your color. Click this white thing, super simple. Pick your color. You know me, we're going to go purple. You kind of did purple over here, so we'll run with that. You have a reverse button. All right, so I'm going to go to elements real quick, and I'm going to type reverse. I'm going to show you. You can do this on your phone, by the way. Bam. Same exact graphic. Put this right there. Click that. Let's give you the red. Okay. Then I'm going to go to text real quick. And I'm going to pick this one. Okay. Take the 225. We know that's obnoxious. Just to make it simple, I'm going to put it at 80. All right, we know this is wrong, so you're going to hit the quad. We're going to move this over here like that. Take out the empty space at the bottom. That's a little bit tight. I also can type. We got it. It doesn't matter for this demonstration. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to just separate the lines a little bit. Give them a little love, right? Then I'm going to hit the quad like that. Get it nice and huge because I need to be able to read this on the mobile phone from like a mile away. I'm going to put this up here. And truth be told, faces work better in thumbnails, but you know, you might have an age restriction or, you know, for some reason you don't want your face on there. Like possibly you look like Jimmy Hicks. All right. And then do this. Color theory is important. Just Google it. Look it up. That's it. We got the whole thing done. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use an actual graphic of a brush because we don't have a face. Okay, gang. On a scale of 1 to 0. I'm joking. 1 to 10, real quick. This thumbnail. Well, let's give you some. Actually, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna copy this, copy the link, and then I'm gonna go to man. Sometimes your boy can't type. I'm just gonna let y'all know. All right, there you go. See the difference? Thumbnail. Just go to docrock.live/Canva. Get your Canva. Everything I showed you is completely available in the free version of Canva. Okay, I lied. This paintbrush is not available in the free version of Canva because I see a little pro symbol right there, which you might not see in this image. So let's delete that. I want to make sure that everything that we show you is free capable, but you can come over here. Nope, that's a pro guy. Blase, blah. These are all pro guys. I don't know if there's a way to filter the pro. Oh, there you go. Free. Haha. I didn't know you could do that. Where's Sally when I need her? Boom. Actually, not bad. Look, we can go even more crazy. Check this out. I could take this guy and do one of these. And then go to position, send it to the back. Still delicious. Right? I might even take the Soul Glow off of this one because the Soul Glow is fighting. Nope. I want to do that. Let's change the offset. Whoop. And then change the inside to white. There you go. And if I'm going to do that, hold on. Let's finish one more again. I'm going to take the inside to white, but I'm going to take the outside and give it contrast. Right? Boom. I mean, that's it. Like, super simple. Even better than the first one is I come over here and do this and move this out of the way so it's not really there. And I might even put this so it's less touching the brush and then put this over here. Or no, I'm going to leave it weighted. Because this doesn't have to be big because now the brush is the real deal Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? So, again, super simple. Canva. Get your jump off. And then once you get to a level where you can afford to get the pro. It'll make your job easier. See? Dragon, you came to the right place today, my fire-eating friend. Oh, Uncle Ray is in the building. Man, you come in. We talked about you earlier, and you popped in. See? There it is. Yes, Melanie said color theory is super important. Do I? No, I do not. And because it doesn't exist and it is dope, then maybe you should do that. Yes, the RX02 is a fantastic webcam. It's a 1-inch sensor, player. I'm talking to you from an A7 IV right now. My sensor is not much bigger than the 1-inch sensor that comes in the RX02. So yes, that would be fantastic. Thank you, Uncle Ray. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let me see. I'm glad Dragon can't spell either. I don't want to be by myself. But I'm working on it. Like, I use Grammarly. I use tools to help me do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. And Mel, thank you for the show up. I'm just saying, let's see. It's super funny that I forgot to add the epidemic sound to the other channel. Just checking on you guys. Make sure we're in here. Man, Paul, you got me thinking, man. That would be a dope list of topics. Yeah. Like you could almost make a directory and it covers some of the topics and then start filling out niches in that topics. And then it'll be a site where people can go and check. That would be pretty rad. Rich is not even wrong. This is true. Matter of fact, might even be better if you roll into the Walmart or the Michaels or, Dick Blix or Ben Franklin, Homeworld, whatever, and take pictures of the paintbrush. It actually would even be better because that would give you the opportunity to put your face in it. That's actually a good look. Rich is not wrong there, actually. I'm just noticing. Oh, hey, Tom Buck, you're going to laugh. Oh, my God. Mr. Nasty, you're going to laugh at this, okay? I wanted this beautiful custom knob for the SM7B. And, okay, I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry. Wait. Tom. It is, gomu. Just, futsu no gomu. This was wrapping a cable. I bought a new HDMI cable and this came on it. And when I looked at it, it was just sitting on my desk one day. And something I don't think I've ever confessed out in the real world, part of my ADD manifest in fidgety hands. So as a Catholic school kid, before such diagnoses exist, I used to get hit with a ruler a lot because my hands was always doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing, like writing on the desk or, drawing in the books or doing whatever. And then so my dad used to yell at me all the time about my fidgety hands. But one day I was doing an interview and I had this and I was just sitting over here like, and then I was like, oh, well, looky there. So what I would do, I'm going to go look, Tom, I'll measure the bore of this so you can get it. One thing I did notice that it is rubber. So it seems like it pulled some of the oils off of this, but I'll clean my knob. And yeah, I like it. So I'm sure you can find at Michael's, Dick Blix, one of the hobby stores, you can find a rubber band that will do the same thing. It's kind of dope. Good question, Tom. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Guys, we did it. We did another cool class. Don't forget we got class coming up today. Got some stuff I want to talk to you about. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about real quick before we go. I want to make sure. I'm scared. Uncle Ray says, my ears were burning last week because we were talking about you in the private mastermind. Hope it was all good. I mean, it was all good words. Paul, damn it, Paul. Paul, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, my God. You guys have no idea what Paul just texted me. Okay, let me tell you what I had in my head, and thank you, Keely, for reminding me because I think it will help. So I got to look at the Discord real quick because I forgot what we said we were going to call it, but it's about creating something every day. Oh, okay. Do something not creative every day in May challenge. We need a shorter acronym. Do something every day not creative in May. And what that is for, I want you guys to feel like, okay, let me speak English. I want you guys to feel dang it, what am I trying to say? I want you guys to feel what it's like to get incrementally better, right? And I think because we're doing challenges like Seda, Veda, Lita, Vlogmas, August, or whatever. You gotta stop. That a large portion of you go to the excuse of, but I'm not a techie. Okay, cool. We're going to take tech out of it, right? Take tech completely out of it, and let's do something every day for the month of May and make, little Instagram stories or YouTube stories, or even just drops in Discord if you want to be lazy about it. I'm giving you an excuse to be lazy. I'm giving you a hall pass to be lazy. If you want to be lazy about it, just drop your progress in the Discord. But take something that you've been wanting to get better at, anything, and we're just going to do it for like 15 minutes a day or whatever, 10 minutes, whatever, every day for the month of May, and just do a before shot. That's the important part. We're going to need a before status, like what level you're at, and then we're going to have a shot at the end, and 30 days later, how much better you are, right? The reason why I want you to do this, because I want you to feel what it's like to understand incremental gains or incremental success. And I want to take the tech excuse out of the mouth for the people that are tech excused, right? So I'm not a techie, people. You don't have that excuse right now. We're going to take it and throw it all the way in the freaking trash. Okay? Here's 12 ounces of tech. All right, now what? Your excuse is valid. Now what? Okay, so let's pick a topic. We're going to talk about this in class. We're going to pick something. I don't care what it is. It could be underwater basket weaving. It could be learning hieroglyphics. Where's Tom? Since Heather's in the same room with you, tell her we're going to do 30 days of kanji. Okay? And I will create the kanjis for her. We're going to do 30 days of kanji. And at the end of that kanji, she's going to be able to just do it, right? Actually, I'm going to make it easier for her. We're going to do hiragana. We're going to do 30 days of hiragana. All right? I'm ignoring that comment, Eileen, because it's funny, but it's not funny. But it's funny. Damn you people, don't say funny stuff because you know I'm going to laugh at it even though it's not funny for this, but it's funny. Eileen, damn it. I want to see it. Now, now you know what I say, always be on mission, right? So if you could do something techie and you're going to stick to it and you're going to polish through the 30 days, by all means, you have a hall pass, make it techie. But the key to this, very important, you actually challenge yourself. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to do 30 days of Japanese challenge. I already speak Japanese. That would be cheating. Don't be funny, right? I don't want, Keely giving me 30 days of calling field hockey games. She's fully prolific. I don't want Uncle Ray to give me 30 days of copy. Actually, I would love his 30 days copy course. But, don't pick something that you can feel what that incremental success looks like. And again, I think it's good. If you're not the techie person, cool. By all means, stick to mission. If your time is that tight and you got to stick to mission, stay on tech. But if not, let's step out of the tech realm. I've been watching, I don't know if you guys remember, Heather did jump ropes for a little bit. And that was super cool. I was just showing it to Karen the other day. Look at Heather. And Karen was watching her second week videos. And she was like, oh my God, she's really good. And I was like, yeah, she did that in 2 weeks. So I was able to show her Heather first started and Heather first doing it because we have a jump rope and Karen's been playing with it. So I was showing her what Heather was doing, and I thought that was cool. Like Heather's like, I need a break from creating. But I'm going to go do something that I found that I enjoyed. And she was jump roping, I can try braiding my beard. Like, I don't know, whatever it is, just pick something and go after it. Like it would be super dope. Uncle Ray says, I love this. I'm going to work on getting the most out of my stream deck when doing Zoom calls. I'll hook you up with Mr. Alec. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but yeah, that will work. Liz is making fun of Victor because Victor and Eileen are cracking those same jokes over there. We are launching a daily email blast challenge in May. It includes a podcast, a link to work out a journal topic, weekly recipe, working on building a bunch of skills at once in May. All right, fam, I'm with you with that. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I was laughing at Miss Eileen being funny. We are living in a technical world. Freaking Victor. Go to bed, Victor, damn it. All right, gang, that's it. We'll be back Tuesday. We're going to do some more stuff. But, yeah, I hope you guys got, what we're talking about today. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and give Ben his flowers. Yes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. This is true. And failing to plan really does mean planning to fail. But, however, some of y'all need to stop planning and just execute. So I'm going to tell you the Pareto, the principle, and get into 80% execution and 20% planning until you can get your gumption up where your execution is on system, right? Because there is no way to read how to hit a baseball. It's impossible. You've got to hit baseballs. That's it. So the basic structure, Adam just mentions that the basic structure of this is, like I picked IG as an example, make one carousel, make one reel, and add a photo that basically tells people who you are because people fall in love with people. And that's it. You're good to go, right? And it don't have to be a photo of you. It could be a photo of your environment, of your dogs, of whatever. It lets people into your inside you because people fall in love with the you. Right? So very, very simple. Let's start with a simple strategy and let's just get it twisted. And I will see the Drop Squad in class. I appreciate you guys. Chee-hoo. See you Tuesday. I almost messed it up again. See, when you change your show flow and then you start doing stuff sideways, yeah, that. Muted.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.